Okay, we're back. We're doing this. We're gonna keep going. Okay. Oh, and my phone just like decided to stop. Oh, and we're back. Okay, at Bianca Smith 25 said, "What are some of your favorite Christmas traditions?" I love making homemade caramels, and I feel like they're such a fun kind of gift. And for some reason, I only do it around Christmas time, but I'll make them and Carlos will wrap them and we'll kind of send them out to people. I love that from the amazing Chris Covell. She's so incredible. So thank you for that recipe. And Tom Covell, actually Tom Covell kind of really helps me out with that as well. So between the two of them, I have a lot of traditions that I took from them and have kind of kept going or kept up in my life. So thank you. Okay, let's see. Madison Wallace wants to know, what was the best Christmas present you've ever received? Oof. Best Christmas present. I probably should have read these questions before I started answering them because I don't know. Best Christmas present. I don't know. Carlos, one year had this really cool watercolor painting made of us, along with one of just me, and it's so cool. Our friend Dina, her husband did it, and he did such a good job, and it was very personal and something we'll be able to keep forever. So probably that, I think, is very clever and creative. That. Or my mom also bought me this like giant lemonade stand when I was probably too old to be getting a giant lemonade stand, but I was really into selling lemonade on the street, even at like 17 years old. I had a lot of siblings, okay, so I just used them as an excuse. So I would say that probably the giant lemonade stand as well when I was younger. That one. Okay, let's see. At Galilea as, what's your favorite musical? Okay, so hear me out. I haven't seen this musical yet, but I have not stopped listening to the music. I don't know if it would be a soundtrack, but I have not stopped listening to the music from it. Hamilton on Broadway, I heard, is incredible, but listening to Hamilton in your house just nonstop, I know all the songs. Carlos and I rap it together. It is phenomenal, like beyond phenomenal. So I would say Hamilton. It's just like, it's creative, and I learned a lot about history. Like, it's very educational. Yeah, Hamilton. It's pretty good. That would be my favorite. Alex Bobbin says, what's your favorite part about being in the industry as an adult versus a child? For me, it's all kind of the same. Like, this is all I know. I started when I was 4. So this is kind of the only life I've ever grown up in. I don't really know any other way. So for me, it has been very much the same. I've had like the blessing of being able to have a good experience growing up in this business, which is, I guess, not always the case for people. But I was able to work with a lot of really wonderful people. And even when there weren't wonderful people to work with, my mom really instilled some good values in all my siblings and I. So there's actually this awesome verse that is in the Bible. I can't tell you actually which one it is, but I know I know like what the words are. It says, Consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds. And I think that is like the motto I've always lived by, because even when times are super hard and you have to deal with really difficult people or difficult situations, we're not just supposed to get through it. We're not supposed to like begrudgingly get through it, but you're supposed to have the mentality of like, you know what? I'm going to get through this in a happy way. I'm going to see this as like a positive obstacle that I get to overcome. Not something I have to overcome, but I get to overcome this, and it's going to make me stronger, and I'm going to be happy when I do it. And I know it sounds crazy, and obviously like when you say it, it's a lot easier said than done, but when you really exercise that mentality over and over again, like that becomes your initial reaction to everything, and it just feels so good, because nothing can really get you down at that point. Like, no matter how people treat you or whatever kind of comes in your path, like you've already you've already overcome it. So yeah, I don't know how did I get on that? What was the question? Sorry. Oh, the industry. Yeah, so it's kind of all been the same for me. Anyway, thank you for listening. At Shelby Cron wants to know, when will there be more Lex Los merch? So we're figuring all of this out. We just kind of decided it'd be fun, like a fun idea to do. We've always wanted to start like kind of this inspirational clothing line type thing, and I think with what we have coming up now, you guys are really gonna like some of the new stuff. We're really kind of expanding this into something that I didn't know we could expand it into, and that's all because of you guys. You guys have been so awesome and so supportive, and I just feel like, especially after doing Dancing with the Stars, it's such an uplifting show, and I love how it's not about putting people down, but really showing how you can overcome so many like fears and obstacles and grow on this amazing journey. And it's really just kind of an uplifting show, and I think that was really kind of what got us to go, you know what, we need to go ahead and get the Lex Los line started. We need to make clothes that are inspiring for all people, that kind of lift you up and motivate you. So yeah, I'm in. Like I'm ready to kind of do this. So I think you guys are you're gonna like the new stuff that we got coming. I hope you like it. It's stuff that I like, so you can dress like me, maybe. I don't know, maybe. Okay, Kayla Elizabeth Eberhardt. How do you deal with all the posers of you and Carlos on Facebook and everywhere else? I mean, there's nothing you really can do. In like a strange way, like it's flattering, but it's also, it makes me kind of sad, because you shouldn't want to be anybody that you aren't, and it would like, it's kind of, it's just more sad than anything. Like, I want people to be so content in who they are and who God made them to be, that they don't have to try and become someone else to get attention or validation from people. So if I could say anything, it would just be, be content in who God made you to be, and yeah, like strive to just be a better you, not somebody else. Susan Barron Stowe says, you wrote on Twitter that you made caramel candy. I was wondering if you would mind sharing the recipe. Thank you. I don't know if I'm allowed to share the recipe because it's not my recipe. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to ask, and I will get back to you, Susan. Sorry that I can't give you an answer right away. Angelina Lira says, who named you, mom or dad? I love your name, and I also call my daughter Alexa. Lex. Oh, awesome. Cool. My mom named me. I'm pretty sure my mom named me. I was originally, okay, so get this. My name was supposed to be Kyoko. Like, my name was supposed to be Kyoko, not an Alexa. Do I look like a Kyoko? Maybe? I don't know. My mom said that when I was born, like, it was even more so that she was going to call me Kyoko, because, like, I guess, like, I came out, like, not looking like her child at all. Like, just very, I don't know, like, what is it? She just said kind of, like, creature-esque. I guess I looked like a creature. So she was like, I would name a creature Kyoko. So yeah, I was almost Kyoko. I feel like I should name like a pet Kyoko. If your name is Kyoko, I'm not saying that you have a pet's name. I'm just saying, like, I would name my pet Kyoko, just like I have a Sasha and a Sydney, and those are people's names. Just saying, don't want to offend anybody. Sorry if I did. Anyway, getting back to this before I get myself into trouble. Zuriel Rusher Boy Henderson Maslow. That's a very long name. Well done, sir. Which one was your favorite cartoon when you were a little girl? I loved Speedy Gonzales, Dexter's Lab. Oh, there's so many now. Now you're making me think of them all. I loved all of them. There was like Little Bear and Rupert, Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Doug, Rugrats, of course, Hey Arnold, Real Monsters. That was great. I have a lot of favorites, so the list goes on and on. Sorry. Christine Furtado. I think this is written wrong. What do you like to do in your free time? I like making Lex Lewis videos. I love reading and cooking, and that like takes up a lot of time. I don't know why, but it just does. I also love dancing now, so it's kind of hard. Like I kind of just dance all by myself in this house. It's tough because we are thankfully, and it's such a blessing. We stay really, really busy, so we don't have too much free time. But I don't know. Carlos and I just like being at home and being a family and cooking for each other and singing together and just being really dorky in the house together. So just spending time with each other. That's probably my free time. Breen Leva, what do you want for 2016? So many things. I know Carlos and I have been working on a couple things together. One is kind of building like a community center type thing, like a faith-based, almost like a church, but kind of more of a Bible study feel, open to the public. So we want to do that. We're working on the Lex Lewis line right now. We're working on developing some projects together. So that's kind of what we have in store right now. Nothing is set yet though. So hopefully, those are the goals for 2016. So we'll see where that gets us. Okay, I have to go get my book of questions because I've run out of all of Diana's questions. So you guys are in for a long haul. So thank you for hanging in there with me this long. I love you guys. And yeah, I'll just keep making these videos.